everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to part 2 of Secret Wars Volume 2, Marvel Legendary's deck building game. This is the villain side. Just hop right in here. Get some focus up on this guy. Alright, so we're going to have a character most people probably don't know. He is the Immortal Emperor Zheng Zu. And he is from the Secret Wars comic Kung Fu, which in the first set we had Shang-Chi, so he's from that set. He actually monitors Kunlun, which is where Iron Fist is from, and he has a new ability called the Seventh Circle of Kung Fu. There are various characters that have a numbered Circle of Kung Fu. What this means is you have to reveal, it's usually equal to whatever their power level is. You have to reveal a card with a cost of that amount or higher, so 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever it would be. I don't know if there's any 9 or 10 cost cards. Otherwise, he gains that amount of things. So every time you go to fight him, you need to reveal a card of 7 or higher. Cost, not attack power. Otherwise, he gains an extra 7 attack. So this guy could potentially be really difficult to fight. So let's get through him. We have Ultimate Kung Fu Mastery. Emperor Justice. Humble the Pretenders. And Imperial Edict. So now we're going to get some of the Kunlun guys. We have a Fist Circle. Laughing Skull. The Red Sai, Razor Fist, and Rand Kai, who is one of the Iron Fists. Alright, so we'll move right along. So now we have a Spider Queen. She is from the Spider Island storyline from Spider-Man, which is also one of the Secret Wars comics. Which takes place like kind of during after basically Spider Wars. They went bad and spiders are taking over. That's where that comic picks up. So we have who's the Spider Infected. So we got Controlled Arachnid Genes. You may gain 1 spider hero from the KO, Spider Friend. Infect the entire city. Sonic Scream. Web the Skyscrapers, and then her group she leads is actually a henchman group called the Spider Infected. Since there's different Spider Infected heroes, you got Ant-Man up there, you got a 6-armed Black Panther, I think that's Beast down there. Well, you can't. Let's zoom in here and see if you can tell this at all. Made this kind of a neat story is during the storyline, it's hard to tell, but you got Hulk there, who actually ended up becoming the Lizard Hulk, Miss Marvel, or Captain Marvel there, who became a vampire, and Captain America, who actually became Capwolf. So that was actually one of the cooler things in that comic, is you could try and unspiderize some of the characters. They gave them other diseases. So that was kind of neat. Alright, next up we have King Hyperion, who leads Utopolis, which is one of the domains. This is basically the Sinister or Supreme Squadron, depending on which version they are. Usually like, Supreme is good, Sinister is the evil versions. Hyperion is essentially Superman from the Marvel Universe. So we'll go through his. He is Monarch of Utopolis, Royal Treasury, Rule with an Iron Fist, and Worshipped by Millions. His team involves the Wizard, the Wizard, who's a speedster. It's basically the Flash. Dr. Spectrum, who is Green Lantern. Just kind of the opposite JLA characters, Justice League. Nighthawk, who is your Batman character. and Warrior Woman, who's your Wonder Woman character. And she can actually become a mastermind as well. Next, we have Shiklah, the Demon Bride, who leads Monster Metropolis. The word why it's Demon Bride, because this is Deadpool's wife. She's a demon that Deadpool actually did end up marrying. I don't know if they're still currently married in storyline. Her comic book was actually kind of neat as well. It's her and the Halloween Commandos. It's just her leading a bunch of various monsters. Try and solve a riddle, fight against Dracula, I believe. It's just kind of different. So she's got Drain Life. She has Fateful Resurrection. Which lets her come back. Enslavement Beam. Infernal Power. And then her last card, Mastermind. I think this might be the first Mastermind that actually has a hero character. We've had hench or villain groups with them before, but I don't think we've had a Mastermind tactic. So Shiklaw's husband, Deadpool. So basically, if you fight and defeat him, you draw this card. Because again, they're face down, so they're random. If you get him, I actually get another Deadpool card, so that's kind of cool. The Monster Metropolis guys are Man-Thing, Bug, Shiklaw's pet dragon, a Ghost Deadpool, because in this storyline, Deadpool had died. So then he floats around as a ghost trying to haunt everybody and figure out what's going on. And he actually has cross-dimensional Deadpool Rampage, so it's our 5th cross-dimensional Rampage character. And Marcus, the Symbiote Centaur. I don't know if he's from something else or if they created him original for here, but in a Sewers, Rooftop, and Bridge, he's in a wolf form. He actually gains +3. It's kind of a neat character. He's sort of funny to watch. So now we're going to get into the non-mastermind villains. So right here we have recruitable villains, the 1992 X-Men. This is from the X-Men animated series. So these are all based off of that. And they actually had their comic book for the 92 X-Men, which is basically showing off. It it was like kind of a satire version on the cartoons. It was about X-Men. They had some newer characters that weren't around, like Cassandra Nova. But it was also about how, like, hey, we're supposed to be in, like, essentially like a cartoon proper universe. We can't have, like, these guys that swear or do violence, like X-Force or Sabretooth, who's mean. And it was a pretty funny comic book. It did extend on past the Secret Wars thing into more volumes. I haven't checked them out to see where the storyline continues, though. So he actually has a new ability called Charge. So when he ambushes, he comes out, he immediately goes forward 1 space and pushes everyone forward. So it's kind of a cool effect. So we got the Beast. We have Jubilee. We have Wolverine. Well, it's another cross-dimensional Wolverine there. And then we have Professor X, who is not purchasable, but he can become a mastermind. And then we have Deadpool, whose villain group is Deadpool Secret Wars. This was kind of a side story to the Secret Wars comics. It actually takes place during the original Secret Wars, way back when the Beyonder mashed a bunch of worlds together, similar to this, had a bunch of heroes, X-Men, Avengers, Fantastic Four, like a bunch of villains, and it's supposed to be whoever lived wins. This is supposed to be, hey, Deadpool was actually there the entire time, and he caused a bunch of different things to happen, like he fell in love with Wasp for a while, or he sacrificed everyone remembering he was there to resurrect somebody else, or he actually put on Spider-Man's symbiote first, but because he's crazy, it drove the symbiote crazy, which is why it basically turns into Venom. So it's kind of a funny thing, and then basically at the end they turned out that no one knew he was there, so it sort of stays canon, if you'd like it to be. And he gets a ton of different things here. Fifth Circle of Kung Fu, Faithful Resurrection, can become a mastermind, a little of everything. And then a small other story in the Secret Wars where a couple of other teams fought like the old Secret Wars, and they're like basically D-list characters. They added them in here. They have Pink Sphinx. They have Howard the Duck, which is the Seventh Circle of Quack Fu, which is funny. Goop from the X-Men. And now we have the Guardians of Nowhere. This is essentially the Guardians of the Galaxy, but they just lived on the planet of Nowhere. They fought with Angela for a while, and there was a Nova Corps. It was kind of a pretty cool comic book, which is another way to add Guardians in here, which you can never complain about. So we have Rocket Raccoon, Gamora, who also has Charge, Light, Patrol the Sewers, Escape, we love everything. Groot, who has a Fateful Resurrection. If Groot resurrects this way, he becomes a tiny dancing Groot with one attack and no abilities for the rest of the turn. Drax the Destroyer. And here you can see a Guardian. It was a Guardians of the Galaxy version of Venom, but in this comic he's actually one of the Nova Corp, so I has that symbol. And I love Drax flavor text on here. Drax has been killed by Moondragon, Mentor, Payblock, and Thanos twice, but he always comes back. And then we had Angela, who can become a mastermind. Our henchmen villains are the Kushanu Guardians. These are basically Moon Knights. This is a one-shot storyline taking place in the Egyptia area. And they can become wolf forms at night and become more powerful. The X-Men, basically mutants, were slaves in this one. And they're all Egyptian-looking X-Men, which is really neat. Look, they have really cool designs. They're trying to stop the God kind of shoot so they didn't have to be slaves anymore. It was a neat story. Magma Men. These guys are from Weird World, which is where Akron was. Basically, yeah, just guys made of magma. This is a crystal guy that Akron, he's right there, he fought with. Yeah, just a messed up story. Interesting to read. If you like Conan, you'd probably enjoy this. Alright, so now we went through all the villain cards. We have some more ambitions. Quick refresher on that is one of the players can play as a mastermind. They get to play these cards instead of playing heroes to do some damage. So you have a hostage situation. Crazed Charge. That's two villains in the city charge 2 spaces. That could be bad. Seize the high ground. Detonate the bridge. This is a stick up. Secret escape tunnels. Puzzle trap. Devastate shield. Shadowy disciple. Shadowy disciple. This ambition becomes a new 9-cost mastermind worth 5 VP. It gains a Master Strike ability. Each player reveals a ranged hero or gains a wound. Rack and Ruin. One neat thing I did like about the ambition cards, at least, is out of all of them, they're all different. Different effects, slightly different. Like some might be reveal this type of card, get this, reveal this, or +1, +2, +3, and that's fine. But they're all different. It wasn't like, oh, I got 10 cards that are the same and they're all duplicated 4 times each. So it's like every time you play, like if you only go through like 10 of the cards, you get 10 different cards. You could essentially set those guys aside, play with new ones, and have different ones. So we have some schemes here. Deadlands Horde, charge to the wall. Enthrone the Barons of Battleworld. Masters of the Mysterious Kung Fu. Just the Secret Wars. I had another random mastermind to the game with one tactic. You know, it's fairly simple, but it could be very difficult. Sinister Ambitions adds extra ambitions to the disc, so you can add ambitions without having someone being a villain. The Fountain of Eternal Life. the God Emperor of Battleworld, and the Mark of the Kanashu, which this one actually kind of like. I always include the Kashuna Guardians. Add all 14 cards for an extra hero to the villain deck. Special ruler, heroes in the villain deck are Kanashu Guardian villains with the attack equal to their printed cost. While in the sewers, rooftop, or bridge, they are in wolf form and have double their attack. And when you defeat one, you gain it as a hero. Play 2 cards from the villain deck, and when 7 have escaped, including heroes and villains. So yeah, playing extra, you play all the Guardians, which I think there are 10 of, plus all extra 14 hero cards. So that means there's 24 characters that have a potential to escape, and they are more powerful at the beginning. So that could be pretty crazy to fight against, but it's a really neat effect. Alright, so that's what we got for Legendary Secret Wars, Volume 2, Part 2, The Villains. See you guys later. Bye.